Hey tankers, Banzai Duck here. Welcome to another episode of Tanker Chat. Alright, as you can see, we're in my festive garage with my festive VK101P. I've gone back and decided to, as part of my 2020 resolution in World of Tanks, go back and grind the lines that I didn't finish. So this one is obviously the line to the mouse. Takes me to my nightmare tank, which is the the Tiger P. Some people have a really good time, have a really good job in this tank, do really well in this tank. This tank has been a complete struggle to me, but so we'll be grinding that line obviously to get us to the Ferd and to the VK. I already have the Tiger and all that, so anyway, just a little digression there. But the one thing I wanted to point out is that the festive level and spiriting and atmosphere is supposed to be leaving in 2 days, I believe. The Christmas tank, the tanks that you have here is sticking around. So, you might want to make sure that you have the tanks that you want to grind in there. The other thing is that you will be able to switch these tanks on a daily basis, but it will cost you money to do so. You can switch it every other day or every day, once a day, I should say, and it won't. It's my understanding it won't cost you money. But if you want to switch it multiple times a day, it will cost you, credits. So, but we'll look at that when we go back to the page. So, speaking of the page, let's see what the news brings us. All right, well, it's Alexander Hamilton's weekend, meaning it's his birthday. So, or is it the birthday of the musical? I don't know. We don't celebrate Alexander Hamilton in the United States, like we do Washington and those guys. I mean, he was a very important person in the creation of the United States, but we don't support him very. We don't want to celebrate his birthday, but we do in the game. Not sure why. I guess they just needed a weekend to give us crew XP. Anyway, it's 2 times crew XP and an equipment discount weekend. So started Friday and will end Monday I'm in Central Time, so 5:20 in the morning. 2 times, win a battle, and make sure that you're in any vehicle, repeatable. It's not the first victory of the day, and you're good to go. Let's see, what else do we have? Take this back. Wargaming stores up. The 2019 from the Forge Award. That was a pretty good. There's a diorama. Is that what those are called? Where it's a kind of a model depicting a scene, and it was pretty interesting. So hey, it's worth a check out. And somebody took a lot of time to put that together. So congratulations to them. We have the 1.7.1 update preview. It's in super test. All right, double barrel fun. All the new double barrels. What do we think? The IS-22. Yeah, well, okay. Maybe. How about the IS-32? Yeah. I mean, looks... Doesn't, they don't, not much difference there. The Soviet ST2, ST1, ST2. Okay, and as if that tank wasn't bad enough, right? Now it's got double the power, double the hit. There's some, pretty good article, and there's some interesting facts here in the firing. There's the cyclical regular firing, fire, wait for the other, switches to the other gun, you wait for the first gun to reload, then you fire again, and back and forth. So you're just doing fire, reload, that type of stuff. Then there's a sequential where when you fire your first gun, it switches over to the second gun, and you got a little cooldown counter going on. And once that cooldown counter goes away, then you can fire the second gun. But there's a little caveat in here. It says, remember though that the loading of the first gun will be interrupted, and the sequential loading of both shells will start over again. So it sounds like if you do that, and I've kind of noticed this. It's like I'll fire the first gun, I'll let the second gun load up. I'll switch over to the second gun. I'll let the cooldown timer come, and then I'll fire the second one. And it seems like I'm caught in this long reload. It's like this. Then this first one loads up, and then I fire it, and then I'm caught in this long reload. So I'm gonna have to pay attention when I play the tank again this weekend, and see if I can get into that cyclic reloading. I mean, unless I absolutely have to do the sequential. But it sounds like the cyclic reloading is what you want, where you fire, switch over to the other cannon, you let that first cannon reload fully, then you fire again. And I think that's what they were designing. There's always a double shot simultaneous, if you really need to just blast somebody. So that interesting. I'm still working out the mechanics of that tank. I haven't played it that long. I haven't played it that much, and I'm still trying to kind of work out the mechanics. But I found this interesting. I wish, and maybe they did when they first came out, but I wish Wargaming would take the time to explain this stuff a little bit better and not wait until after the premium's been out for 2 or 3 weeks and then say, oh yeah, we should probably tell them about this. We should probably mention this. And did anybody write that down? Yeah. And they may have, and I'm pushing myself to pay more attention to the news that's coming out. So, all right, now it's demount kit. Save your gold. Starting with the update 1.7.1, it will be possible to unmount and send complex equipment to the depot for free without spending 10 gold. That would be great. To do this, you will need to use the new demount kit. It has a varying chance to drop from the very large reward for merit and in the 5th round of the special in-game reward. Okay, so each demount kit can be used only once to unmount one piece of complex equipment. You can still unmount complex equipment for gold, just to select the option from the menu of the equipment screen, but why not simply remove it for free? Well, because you may not have gotten apparently the demount kit. Earned demount kits will be stored in the stock selection of the consumable tab. All right, and your depot automatically debited after each use. I wonder how long it'll be till you can buy that. Yeah, go out there. I mean, if you can buy other consumables, how long will it be until you can buy the demount kit? I don't know why they make it for gold anyway, to be honest with you. It's really, I mean, there's so many things in this game that were gold. The shells were gold. Now they've gone away. I think the buying tanks for gold, great option. If somebody wants to do that, let them do it. Demounting equipment for gold, no. Put a price tag on it, or do it like bonds and say, you can't do it. But put a price tag on it, and really the gold thing, it doesn't bother me. I do it. I mean, if I want to, demount, depending on where you have your crew, you might start a tank with one set of equipment because your crew isn't up to skill, or maybe you need the view range, so you've got binos or optics or something like that, and you need and then your crew gets up to skill where they start acquiring the skills, and then maybe you want to change that to vents. What if it's only 10 gold? Why not make it 200,000 in credits? Just make it credit. Just make it credit. People have to play the game to get credits. Just make it credits. I don't buy the whole gold scenario. Sell tanks for gold if that's what you want to do. But anyway, you'll get this demount kit and you'll get it in your reward for merits, possibly, and then you can use it once to remove equipment for that 10 gold. For the free-to-play players, I fully understand it. Okay, great. And if they don't have a lot of gold, okay, we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, you got the new double barrel tanks being tested again, and hopefully they'll get those out. We get to enjoy our holiday bonus until the 28th, right? So Holiday Ops main event is ongoing and it ends on the 14th. The Ops 2020 extension, vehicle extension, runs from the 14th to the 28th. So again, you'll be able to keep those tanks in your festive blue, your holiday. What is it? Some mediums give you certain amount of crew XP. Heavies give you tank battle XP. I think TDs are more credits. Stuff like that. So special free XP, combat XP, and crew XP. There we go. The Snow Maidens. It was an interesting article. If you haven't reached the festive level 5 or higher and haven't unlocked the slots in the holiday vehicles, hurry up. You have a little time. You have till the 14th, and then the main part of the holiday ops ends. Okay. You can change each tank in the branch once a day. Additional changes required to spend a few credits. Good. Hint, the cooldown reset daily, and the game reserves the right to... the game servers restart just like your free XP or your first win XP. So it's all coming to an end. We're all going back to normal, but you'll still get to use those tanks. So, all right. Well, what else do we have? The T-34 shielded and the Cursed Hero returns. Kursk Hero returns. Again, this has. It's a fun little tank. I got it. I'm not going to go out and buy it, that's for sure. It might be worth the $12.63. $12.63. Maybe even the 24. I don't know. I don't play it enough. But that takes us into our other the tank rewards. So I achieved my first tier in tank rewards. Woohoo! I got a skin. I haven't been very successful. It hasn't been going very well, and I haven't played a lot, so I'm only about halfway through my second tier. But one thing I did want to mention is I got a notification in the game client that I had achieved my tier 1 that it had been achieved and I could redeem. I don't know how many of you have seen that or if you have seen it, but yeah, it popped up down the lower left hand corner or lower right hand corner and said, hey, you've achieved your first tier. Go get your crew skin. No, I didn't say that, but it might as well have. So, I mean, the tank reward ones, it's I like it, but I'm just not the win requirement is what's kicking my ass, to be honest with you. And that's just because I haven't been getting a lot of wins lately. Voices from the War, not a bad, neat little video. Just sampling some letters from World War II, stuff like that. Let's see. What do we have? Anything on the Armored Patrol? Well, you got a new podcast coming out called Tank Nuts. Okay. I haven't listened to it, and I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. I'm not I watch a ton of videos every day, right? Why not add one more? Let's see, what else do we have? We have From the Forge, the winner from the Forge, Alexander Hamilton weekend, Slava Markov, World Tanks product director, decides to create his own political party. Okay, that's news. He's actually starting the Direct Democracy Party, which plans to take part in the regional elections in 2020 and then the parliamentary elections in 2021. You guys go. Let's see. RNG is unleashed. World of Tanks WXP. Oh, that's in Europe. Yeah. It looks like we get some new skins, 3D styles, with the 1.7.1. So, something to think about. Then there's a little talk here about the Char Futur 4 and the Object 252. Both tanks are coming out in the super test and the live client. Super testers to these tanks. Let's see. What do they got? What do they say about them? Both tanks are coming out in the client. The name was changed from the Project 4-1 to the Char Futur 4. Hit points are 1650 to 1750. Remember that this will most likely be the tank for the season of Frontlines. I'm not sure if they're talking about the. I'm assuming he's talking about the Char 4, or maybe he's talking about the Object 752. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Maybe these are for the. I don't know. A little bit of a better explanation might have been helpful there. Let's see. So new skins, new tanks. World Tanks Patch 1.7.1, new tank skins for the Object 261, the IS-3, the Progetto M35, T-44, 100, and the Carbon. So, something to look forward to. And that's pretty much it on that. Not much going on the status report that I can see. And let's see. And all sorts of European stuff going on in here for the Daily Bounce. And, the Daily Bounce is based out of Europe, so it makes sense. But he gives a lot of information about Europe. And so, that's pretty much it. So, all in all, pretty quiet week. Not a whole lot going on the stream. We'd be having streaming schedule has been kind of screwed up lately. I apologize for that, but with the holidays and everything, and will continue to be a little bit screwed up at least until probably mid to late January. Family coming into town over Martin Luther King weekend, and then I'm headed out of town for work, so won't be streaming that period. So I'll be streaming this next week, and then we'll be on a little hiatus until I get back into town. So I'll keep the videos going. I've got a ton of videos to do. I apologize to everybody for the delayness. I just got bombarded over the Christmas season with other things going on, life in general, and then I got bombarded with a ton of videos. So it's just taking me some time to get through them all, and I'm going to sign off here and start working on them again. And hopefully I can get it caught up enough to where we maybe have 2 a day. We'll see how that goes. But other than that, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to report. It's been, like I said, kind of a slow week. But that's bound to happen. I think things are going to start ramping up here pretty quick as soon as they get rid of all the festive stuff, and we finally put the festive atmosphere and all that and the Christmas thing all to bed, and then we move on to the next one. So anyway, I hope you have a good weekend. Be sure to get out there and get your 2 times crew, and we'll catch you later. This is Bonsai Duck out.